Ashley, thank you. Today, police released the identity of the victim in the deadly shooting inside a busy community center in Maryland Heights. This right here is 45-year-old Maria Lucas. She was killed last night when police say an angry part-time janitor shot her in the head. And a responding officer is being called a hero for confronting that shooter before anyone else was hurt. The community center is located in the 2300 block of McKelvey. Many of you perhaps have seen it while driving. That's because it's just off of Interstate 270. Russell KINSAUL has been talking with the investigators and those who were at the scene last night. He joins us live this afternoon from the community center.
Claire, right now I want to show you the community center is still closed. Police tape is still up. Detectives, in fact, spent all night in there gathering evidence. Some of the evidence they gathered is high-quality surveillance camera video. According to the chief, cameras inside saw basically everything that happened last night. There were 150 people inside the community center when the shooting began. Some of them found places to hide. Others ran out of the building looking for a safe place. First responders were called to the scene around 8:12. The police chief says a 30-year-old part-time janitor was told to go home and was angry. He stopped and talked to 45-year-old Maria Lucas at the front desk, and then police say he shot her in the head. Some of the people in the community center ran out of the exits and went to a store nearby looking for a safe place.
To be honest with you, we get a little bit scary. The situation was not easy. Few people ran away from there, hiding in the store. Some of them yelling, screaming, crying. Others inside the building found places to hide. That's what Chris Kennedy's wife did, and then she let him know what was happening.
I wanted to make sure they was okay, and I didn't know if police was on scene, so I called 911.
Police say an officer with only 14 months experience was in the parking lot and about to leave when he was told of the shooting. Chief Bill Carson says the officer went inside and immediately came under fire, but the officer fired back and continued to pursue the shooter until that shooter was incapacitated.
I think the fact that the officer got into the building as quickly as he did very well could have prevented further tragedy.
The officer has been called a hero for not waiting on backup to arrive, but rushing into a dangerous situation. In fact, the chief said the shooter and that officer were in quite a gun battle before the shooter was incapacitated, but that officer was never hurt during that experience. He also said that the city would be reviewing security measures here at the building. Now, we're learning more about Maria Lucas, the woman who was working here, who was shot and killed last night. You're going to hear from people that have known her since she was a child, coming up on News 4 at 5. Live in Maryland Heights, Russell KINSAUL, News 4.